ネタバレめっちゃあります。
最近はダマジカさんに好かれてますね。
ダマジカなダイヤクラスがポコポコ枯れたね。
飛んでいけそうなくらい大きな角で素敵ですわ。
狙いはアカシカさんのグレート1なんですが、アカシカさんのダイヤクラスすらなかなか出会えません。
物欲センサー。
まあ、グレート1なんて狙ってても枯れるものではありませんから、気長にやっていきましょうね。
どうも、東北きりたんです。
ズンコです。
東北いた子ですわ。
グレート1からせてください。さて、新しく行ける場所がまた一つ増えましたね。
ミシシッピだね。
ミシシッピ川を知っていますわ。
他には何か知っていますか？
ミシシッピ川しか知りませんわ。
そうなんですよね。ミシシッピってうねうねした川があるくらいしか知りません。なので、どんな場所でどんな動物が狩れるのか楽しみですね。今は夜なので、朝になったら出発しましょう。
暗いと景色が見えないからね。
まあ、そういうことですね。それでは、おやすみなさい。おはようございます。
おはようキリちゃん。
あっという間に朝が来た。
それではミシシッピに向かいましょう。ふむ、ふむふむ。おう、ワニさんがいるみたいですね。楽しみです。
剥製にしたらかっこよさそう。
ワニ側、財布、カバン、ベルキリちゃん。食べられないように注意しないといけませんわよ。
食べられる前に飼ってやりますよ。では、出発です。
And there's the state line. Welcome to the Deep South, rookie. We've got wetlands, the blues, and the American story, not to mention some of the best hunting you'll find anywhere on this earth. But the floods this year have been worse than ever, and our community is at its breaking point. Camp Haven, the summer camp we worked so hard to open last year, is under threat. If there's one thing I've learned living here, it's that Mississippi Acres folk are resilient. We don't need a savior, just a little extra help. And that's where you come in. Looks like the end of the road. I'm so sorry, but I've actually got to run. I've got a pile of papers I need to grade. I'll call you as soon as I've got a signal. Promise.
"電線がありますね。どうやら人里離れた自然というわけではなさそうです。
今回は洪水被害からの復興のお手伝い。
There, finally. I had to add actual cell service to the list of things I miss about Chicago. Sorry that I'm so short on Southern hospitality right now, but we've got a bit of a situation. Steve Ernie from our flood relief committee was out delivering supplies to elders who couldn't evacuate on time. The levee overtopped and his trunk got totally submerged. Everything scattered. He got away safe, but we don't have the funds to let anything go to waste. Can you go take a look? The water should have mostly receded by now. I'll mark the location on your hunter mate. Thank you.
Thank you. どうやら洪水に巻き込まれてしまった人の落とし物を探すようです。
近くにありそうで助かりましたわね。
コリンウズラさんですか。ウズラの卵は知ってますけど、ウズラさん狩りってあるのかな？
割と一般的な狩りみたいだね。
へえ、意外です。
ただ、日本では狩猟禁止になってるみたいだから、馴染みはないのかもね。お肉も食べられるみたいだから、機会があれば食べてみたいね。
どんな味なのかしらね。
あ、ワニさんです。
You tracking gators, rookie? Want some advice? Hey, I don't want no silent treatment. You've read Camp Haven's handbook, right? Rule number 1, our differences are our strengths. There's no shame in trying something new. I'll give you a few pointers, you show me what you can do. It's win-win. First, find where they gather. Following the waterway's a good bet. Just make sure you're packing appropriately. Their skulls are thicker than a Mississippi senator's. Check the Codex Field Guide if you need help.
なんか、新しいミッションが追加されちゃいました。
まさかこんなところにワニがいるとはね。
そこら中にいる気がしてきて、急に怖くなってきちゃったよ。
水辺は用心しないといけませんわ。
まあ今は、ワニさんの件は置いておいて、荷物探しをしましょう。
え、何あれは？
まさか、死体？
死体ってことはないんじゃないですか。マネキンとか。
ああ、何これ？
ハイハイしているような。
ダメダメ、ストップですわ。
What's that? Alligators aren't in the habit of abandoning their food. Either Steve forgot his dinner, or he was gonna deliver this to someone. Well, it doesn't look all that fresh, and I think you've got enough to carry. Leave the gators some supper.
夕食用ってことは動物のお肉かな？
なるほど。鹿肉か何かなら、あの形も納得です。
まったく、人騒がせなお肉でしたわね。
You're almost there. You starting to get goosebumps, or is it just me? The Delta's a weird place. He said he got stuck somewhere over there by those cypress knees. Bingo. Those are the supplies.
どうやら、何事もなく荷物を回収できそうです。
You got everything? Thanks. This is doing us a huge favor. Hey, are the shadows playing tricks, or is that a briefcase I'm seeing on my feed? Let me make a quick call. Hey, Mrs. Tackett. My new counselor's out where Steve dropped the flood supplies, and there's a briefcase hanging from a tree branch. You know if that's... Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Give me just a sec. She wants to talk to you.
Well, Miss Davis has got you out on a fine excursion this time of night. Betty Tackett here, chairwoman of the Mississippi Delta Big Game Club. I hate to ask, Sugar, but can you grab the briefcase? Steve's a little ornery, and he'll pitch a fit if he don't get his papers back.
You'll have to... Well, nothing to it.
なんか偉そうなおばちゃんが出てきた。
ここはとりあえず、言うことを聞いておいた方が良さそうですわ。
うわぁ、荷物が取れないよ、ズン吉。
ズン吉に行っても取れませんわよ。
もう少し身長が高ければな。
三脚でも持ってきましょうか。
撃つのだ。
あ、それだ。
ズン吉が喋りましたわ。
Wow. Hear that, Mrs. Tackett? You are phenomenal. What happened to that rookie kid I got my hunting license with who couldn't hit a broadside shot on a stationary target?
Loud and clear. I'm gonna extend you an invite if you keep that up. I'm down for the count since I broke my neck, but Steve will get you an application. Hell, he owes you.
Let's take that later, why don't we? We gotta let you go, Mrs. Tackett.
All the best now. Don't be a stranger, y'all.
Betty's lovely, but she's as southern as all get out, as they say in these parts, with everything that entails. Any markings on that briefcase? Not that I don't believe it's Steve's, it's just... I don't see anything suspicious. Let's get those supplies to the people who need them.
ところで、先ほどズン吉が
There's an outpost not far from here. Can you swing by and drop the briefcase and supplies off there? Maybe get your breath back too.
喋ったんですけど、
1キロ先か、ちょっと遠いね。
走ればすぐですよ。
気のせいだったかしら。
アメリカアリゲーター。ワニも相手にしないといけないなんて、ハンターは大変だ。
外見はスタンダードのアウトポストですね。
could just leave the stuff on the table there. I'll let Steve know. Thanks.
ほいっと。
Oh, Betty again? Can you pull her up on speakerphone?
Hey, Sugar, can I trouble you for a favor? The boys are having a meeting tonight to discuss our flood relief efforts, and it gets real chilly in the evenings this time of year. Well, usually they get a fire going, but right now, there ain't a single log of dry firewood anywhere in the state. And you know we've got elderly members. I believe you'll find a space heater in that outpost where you left the supplies. Could you be a dear and drop it off at our lodge?
暖房機運ぶのはいいんだけど、汚すぎるよ。
ベッドもソファーベッドですし。
交通の対応で忙しいんでしょうけど、なかなかすごいアウトポストですわ。
Well, I'd hate to think of someone catching hypothermia. By the way, the Big Game Club has been working together with the African American Hunting Club I'm a member of on flood relief efforts. We've, got some history. Not gonna lie, they weren't super enthusiastic about some transplant from Chicago buying up land and opening a summer camp here. Even Betty, and even though I've been coming here since I was little, I get these kids. But we've both got our priorities straight. The future of the community's what matters. Speaking of, we haven't had enough hands on deck to tend to everyone's needs up until now. So there are a couple of errands around the reserve that still need doing. I'll let you know if you're near somewhere you can help out. Let's head over to the Big Game Club's lodge. Make sure they get the heater before their meeting later on.
どうやら、ビッグゲームクラブとアフリカンアメリカンクラブは仲がいいわけではなさそうです。
元からいる人と新しく来る人、よくあるいざこざかな。
衝突しないで、うまいこと付き合っていってほしいですわね。
今は暖房機がなくて困っているみたいですし、急いで届けてあげましょう。朝にしたはずなんですけど、気がついたら夜になってますね。夜がおすすめなのかもしれないので、このまま行ってみましょうか。
Well, here's the lodge. Not gonna lie, I don't make a habit of spending time here. I guess check the door?
ビッグゲームクラブのロッジはなかなか豪華ですね。
お金の匂いがしますわね。
Huh. I thought it was just good old-fashioned Southern hospitality to leave your place unlocked in these parts. But who knows what kinds of valuables they've gotten there. Some of the keys are faded. Not the most robust security system. 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6. 5 factorial combinations. That's 120, and that's without repeating digits. And my students say math is pointless. Betty must know the code, right? Let's call her. Hey, Mrs. Tackett, sorry to bother you again. My counselor's out dropping off the heater, but the door is locked. Would you happen to have the key code to hand?
Unfortunately, I do not, Miss Davis. I've been out of commission so long with my neck, you understand.
Do you know who does have the code then? Mr. Ernie, maybe?
I think it's best you just leave the heater outside on the porch there. The boys will be along for the meeting shortly.
Okay, if that works for you. All the best, Mrs. Tackett.
Bye-bye now.
Best do as she says, I guess. I just wonder why they're so reluctant to give us the code.
何かやましいことでもあるんでしょうか。
Can you take a peek inside the window there?
デイビスさんもやんちゃ成分が結構多めな人ですね。
でも、こういうのは覗いちゃうのがお約束ですわ。
あらら、
あれ、暖房機ありますね。
どういうことかしら。
That's 3 of the same damn heater. What? Let me try Betty again. No answer. Well, maybe Southerners are just super sensitive to the cold. My mama just huddled up with a blanket, but I guess she was made of sterner stuff than some of these rich folks. I don't want to think the worst. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll mention it to Betty later.
まさか、暖房機の横流し？
実際、コストの方が高そうだよ。
Okay, all the really urgent things are out of the way, but I've got to be honest with you, Rookie. There's another reason you're here. Let me show you what I'm trying to protect. Head over to the Camp Haven bunks and I'll explain on the way.
まあ、このことは置いておいて、デイビスさんのお手伝いをしましょうよ。
横流しは違ったか。
So last summer, some of the kids at our camp reported hearing weird noises. You know, they're just kids. First time away from home for most of them. Of course, it was just a case of too much sugar, right? Well, not gonna lie. That's what I told myself until parents started pulling their kids out. Health and safety concerns, wild animals. We take every measure to protect our kids. And if that wasn't bad enough, we had the worst flooding in 40 years last week. Camp Haven is almost a year old and barely hanging on. But I think there's something else going on here, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Just let's be discreet. Betty didn't want the camp opening here at all, and I don't want to give her any more reason to doubt me. It's not much, but it means everything to me to be able to do this for these kids. It's not just hunting either. It's about trust building, leadership, community. You get it. I know you do.
奇妙な声の正体が野生の動物ならほとんど解決していそうですが、
何か他に思うことがあるみたいだね。
続きが気になるところですが、今回はここまでとなります。ここまで見てくれた方、
ご視聴ありがとうございました。